Some of the greatest civilizations in human history didn't fade. They vanished. Entire cultures, powerful, advanced, thriving, suddenly gone without a trace. No final chapter, no warning, just silent ruins left behind, daring us to explain what happened. Even today, scientists still can't fully agree on the real reasons behind these disappearances, and the mystery only grows deeper the more we uncover. And today, we're diving straight into that mystery, revealing 5 ancient civilizations that didn't slowly decline. They simply disappeared. What could possibly erase an entire world? Let's begin. The Clovis Culture. They appeared out of nowhere, and then vanished just as fast. The Clovis people left behind some of the most iconic stone weapons in North America, razor-sharp fluted spear points, designed to take down mammoths, mastodons, and giant Ice Age bison. These hunters dominated the continent around 13,000 years ago. Then suddenly, their toolkit disappears from the earth like someone cut their story mid-sentence. Archaeologists still don't know why. Maybe the Ice Age ended too quickly. Glacial lakes drained, sea levels surged, ecosystems collapsed, and the giant animals they depended on died off almost overnight. Some scientists even propose a catastrophic cosmic impact, a massive object slamming into Earth, sparking wildfires and a sudden blast of freezing temperatures. Others believe the Clovis didn't die at all. They simply evolved, blending into younger cultures like the Folsom or Dalton people. And to make things even stranger, discoveries from Chile and Texas now show humans were in the Americas before the Clovis even showed up, meaning this entire chapter of American prehistory might not be the beginning, but the middle of a story we still don't fully understand. The Indus Valley Civilization. They built cities more advanced than Egypt and Mesopotamia, and then they walked away from them without a single explanation. The Indus Valley Civilization, stretching across what is now Pakistan and northwest India, was a massive urban powerhouse. Thousands of settlements, grid-based streets, perfectly engineered drainage systems, standardized weights, public baths, all created 4,500 years ago. Their seals show up in ancient Mesopotamia. Their script still can't be read. Their cities may have held tens of thousands of people, yet no palaces, no royal tombs, no obvious elites. And then, around 1,900 BCE, the decline begins, slowly but eerily. By 1300 BCE, the cities are abandoned, not burned, not destroyed, simply left behind, like the people just quietly packed their bags and disappeared into the countryside. No mass graves. No war layers. Many experts think shifting rivers, possibly the drying of the legendary Saraswati, choked agriculture and trade, forcing people to scatter into smaller rural communities. Others suspect powerful earthquakes, altered water systems, or that weakening monsoons turned once fertile land into dust. And because their script is still undeciphered, we have no diaries, no warnings, no last chapter. This wasn't a civilization that was conquered. It was a civilization that dissolved, leaving behind cities of stone, but no clear reason why they were ever abandoned. The Tiwanaku Civilization. High in the Andes, over 12,000 feet above sea level, there once stood a city so advanced that later Spanish chroniclers believed giants had built it. This was Tiwanaku, a political and cultural capital that ruled parts of Bolivia, Peru, and Chile between 500 and 1000 CE. Its agriculture thrived in thin mountain air, using raised field systems that grew crops even against deadly frost. Massive monuments carved from single blocks of stone like the Gate of the Sun, still stand today, perfectly fitted without mortar. Then, everything stopped. Construction halted, cities emptied, and by 1100 CE, Tiwanaku was gone. No invasion, no destruction, just silence. Climate records hint at a brutal drought between 1000 and 1200 CE. A deadly blow to a civilization whose agriculture depended entirely on water. Without food surpluses, political power collapsed, and the people scattered into smaller kingdoms, leaving behind a mystery the Inca themselves tried to explain through legend. The Mycenaean civilization. Imagine a world where warrior kings ruled behind walls so massive that later Greeks believed only giants could have built them. That was Mycenaean Greece, the civilization that inspired the legends of the Trojan War and the stories that became the Iliad and the Odyssey. From around 1600 to 1100 BCE, these palace states dominated the Aegean, building fortresses, running bureaucracies with linear B tablets, and trading with Egypt and the Near East. And then, almost overnight, it all died. Between 1200 and 1100 BCE, palaces burned, populations collapsed, trade disintegrated, and writing vanished for centuries. Some blame internal chaos, revolts, and economic collapse. Others point to external shock, the mysterious sea peoples that ravaged the Mediterranean. Whatever the cause, Greece fell into a long, dark age, where building stopped, and even pottery became simpler. Yet the stories of the Mycenaeans endured reborn centuries later through Homer's epics, ensuring their memory never truly disappeared. The Kingdom of Axum. There was a time when a kingdom in the mountains of Ethiopia was considered one of the four great powers of the world, alongside Rome, Persia, and China. From the 1st to the 7th century CE, Axum controlled Red Sea trade routes, its ships linking India, Arabia, and the Mediterranean, moving gold, ivory, spices, and exotic goods. Its port at Adulis was legendary, a global hub long before globalization existed. Axumite kings minted gold and silver coins, some of the earliest in Africa, and raised massive stone obelisks, monuments to rulers whose names are now mostly forgotten. In the early 4th century, under King Ezana, Axum became one of the first major empires to adopt Christianity, a decision that still shapes Ethiopia today. But when Islamic powers rose and dominated the Red Sea routes, Axum's trade lifeline dried up. The capital emptied, the wealth faded, and by the 10th century, a global empire had vanished into memory, leaving behind coins, stone pillars, and a legend far greater than its ruins.